Budgets here, and I'm on a journey to ensure a better financial future myself by budgeting, hybrid cash stuffing and doing savings challenges. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's been cool here for the past few days, which has been really nice, but it's been so humid. I feel like the humidity makes everything just so much worse. So yeah, hope you're all doing okay. And if you're, your kids are breaking up for school already, hope you're surviving the summer holidays so far. So today we're going to be cash stuffing for week 1 of August. I do my weeks, so when I write whatever week it is, it's week whatever of the budget basically. So a week 1 of August, this is just the way our paydays line up. This month we're not going to have as much money to cash stuff, mainly because it's a 5-week month, and then there are just some other things going on in the background which I will eventually talk about as well. But that's okay, because you know what, our bills are paid, we have a roof over our heads, and we're still able to feed ourselves and live decently. So I'm not going to complain too much. It just means we won't be stuffing one of the binders this month. What we are doing this month is we've increased the number of categories that we're using cash for, and yeah, there's still some categories that I will forever use placeholders, and that is just because it's so much easier to use placeholders. For example, our groceries, we do a grocery shop once a week, we have that delivered, and yeah, it's just easier to have that money in the bank account rather than cash and then having to put it in every week. So yeah, today we're going to be cash stuffing £820. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to count the placeholders first, and then I'll count the cash. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 97, 10 to 15, so 715. And I'll just get the calculator out just to prove that it's the right amount. Plus 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105, which is 820. Okay, so let's sort this out. I still don't have the correct amount of 5, so we probably will have to do some cash condensing as we go along. But yeah, so I've decided to increase our grocery budget again, just because what's happening is that for the last shop, I take the money out of her household budget and move it into groceries. So I've just decided that I'm going to take that money from, let's do this, let's put the money at the back, not put as much into household and put that money into groceries instead. I just read a BBC article saying like the average grocery bill is going to go up like by £270 a year. It's just so expensive, and I'd rather just feel better if we have too much money for groceries than not enough and just stressing out having to pay the money out. I know it sounds weird, but hey. So I did have some leftover money from the binders, and what I've done is I've moved that into, we're going to use that money for savings challenges, but I split it up amongst the week, so we do have like a bit of money to do savings challenges with this month. So that's what's happened to that. If you saw my count up video, you'll know that I was missing a £5 in the annual challenge. I've moved that £5 from personal spending into that, because I'd rather have the right amount in there than the personal spending money basically. So what we're going to do first is personal spending. So this month I'm only going to give myself £15 in personal spending money. Usually I give myself 20, but just a little bit less this month, and we'll see how we do. And we're going to play roll and match, and we are so close to finishing roll and match. So roll and match is from the Rocking Witch. I'm sure you've seen everyone do this at some point. So you get a lovely coloured dice. You roll the dice 3 times. You have 3 of the same colour, you put in 5. If you have different colours, you put in 10. So I've got purple, pink, purple. So purple, pink, purple, which means I'm going to put in 10 this week, which I have no complaints about, because at the end of the day it's going to savings. So everything in this binder, bar the rollover challenge, which we're not doing this week, is going towards our house deposit. And we have one more row to do that. So roll and match gets £10. Yeah. And then this other 5 I'm going to put into the 2025 challenge, which means we don't have any personal spending money this week, but that's absolutely fine. There's nothing really planned, so I'm not worried about that. So each picture, so this is the 2025 challenge from the Solaris budget. Each picture is £1.25, so each row is £5. 5. And I'm tracking these with my budget months rather than the actual months, so £5 in there. And again, this is going towards house deposit. So we'll come back to that binder later. Back into this binder, so nothing in personal spending. Groceries is getting 600, which just seems ridiculous. It's 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just, yeah. It shouldn't be like that at all, but here we are. Eating out is going to get 50. Household is going to get 50. And then that is it for that binder. Very exciting. So next is my annuals binder. So this is for any like annual events or annual bills or anything like that. So Christmas is the first one. It's going to get 5. We're going to use cash for this. So Christmas has 150 in the bank and then 5. And then we are going to go into annual bills. So annual bills is going to get 30. So annual bills has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. I had one to do, I ran out of, if you watch my cash condensing, I ran out of 50 placeholders, so I had to put like the 20s and the 10s back in. Anyway, car annuals is going to get 15. So car annuals now has 100 and 200 and 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. Oh, I'll have to do some weird condensing with that. Maybe we'll do it at the end of the month. So that is it for that binder. Next up is my variable, dropping everything. Variable sinking funds. So this is things that we don't need to dip into every week or every month. So this is going to be a mix of placeholders and cash. So health is going to be cash, and that's going to get £5. So that's got 50, 65. Car, I'm going to cash out for placeholders because, yeah, so I have an electric car and you basically just tap your card at the like charging place. I'm not going to faff for cash for that. Let's just keep it as placeholders. So that's got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. Travel, again, the same. It's going to get placeholders because it's just easier drawing tickets and tapping in and out if I have to go to London. So 20, 40, 55. Gifts is going to get, I don't know why gifts has 30 in there. Oh, gifts is getting nothing, that's why. Because I basically spent all the gift money and the gift money that I was planning to put aside this month. Self-care is going to get 5. Self-care has 20, 40, 60, 75. And then fitness is going to get 5, so fitness has 55. Okay, so we should have 25 left for savings challenges, which is going to get fun if we need 5. Anyway, so we're not doing anything in the long-term binder this month. We're just prioritising the stuff that we need to prioritise. You can have disagreements about what you deem as priorities, but yeah. So what we need to do next is 5 Friday. So every Friday we put £5 into this. So pen. Now I think we're over halfway with this. Can I, if I put a 10, yeah, I can take a 5 out. It gives us a bit more freedom. Don't throw it around a disc. Right. Then we're going to play, get it out. Rock, Paper, Scissors by Studio Budgets. This is to save $3.50. Oh, didn't even put 5 Friday back. There we go. So let's roll the dice and see what we're putting in. We're putting in scissors, so that's 15. Anyway, it's a lot, but I'm like, it's good to do it while we have the money to get those big ones out of the way. So I'm not like too mad. And then the last one we're going to go into is my seasonal challenge. So I made this challenge. Let me put 5 in this week. Oh, I didn't get the right pen out. Never mind. We'll just do it in the green. So we're going to put 5 in today. And what I normally do with these challenges is I will condense them up basically so that we can knock off those higher amounts without waiting for those higher amounts to happen, if that makes sense. So that is it. Right, so thank you so much for watching this video. It's a bit of a short video this week, but yeah, it is what it is. Just a little bit less money this month for cash stuffing, but that's absolutely fine. I don't mind because again, like our bills are paid with a roof over our head and we can afford groceries, so like it is what it is. Hopefully we'll have a bit more like fun challenges to do over the course of a few weeks, and I'm really looking forward to finishing a roll and match next week, which will be really, really exciting. So take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, happy budgeting, and I'll see you next week for August week 2. Bye.